What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's been a long time.
It feels like it's been like a year.
Felt like a very long time. 2 weeks could not have felt longer. Here we are, Chase, co-host
Christian,
back for round 13 of RMFantasy SXperts. Thank you, everyone who has already joined us on the chat.
it's cracked 100.
Yeah, let us know how things are going. A lot of people are saying, man, it's been too long. They're really glad that the racing is back. We've got some big, exciting news that we're going to announce here in just a moment. Before we do that, let's get our man behind the camera. We got Kobe this week.
What up?
All right. Stanton Chase autographed edition. Autographed what? I'll give you autographed broken leg, broken knee. That's about all I got right now.
Hey, speaking of Kobe, did you see Stewart's gear? The Kobe tribute?
Yeah, I saw that.
Cool.
That stuff was cool. Is he wearing that this weekend?
Probably, I would assume.
He needs to.
It looks
'cause
cool,
it looks...
and I'm not the biggest Kobe fan. But.
Okay, well, it looks really good. But look, before we dive into this episode, a couple cool announcements. First of all, we got Colt Nichols, the 250 East Coast points leader, is calling in tonight. We're going to talk to him, so don't do it yet, but when he calls in, I want to see your guys' questions for Colt when we're talking to him, and we'd like to ask a few questions that you guys have for him. The other big announcement is we got another jersey to give away. Should we show him right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
That would have been my pick. I mean, no disrespect.
We're not going to tell you how you win it yet. You have to wait till the end of the show. And since this is live, you can't just skip forward. Check that out. This is an official Justin Barcia gas jersey signed by the man himself. And I'm not talking some replica jersey. This is sublimated, folks. This is the real deal. This is a jersey that Barcia would wear during the race. Maybe he wore it and washed it. I don't know. But
he might have been wearing that when he won H1.
I don't know, but this thing is legit. So this will be up for grabs. We're going to tell you how you can win it here at the end of the show. And Christian has a little discount code he's going to share with some people if you're into some Fantasy Supercross video games.
Yeah, the Supercross 4 video game came out. Our friends over at Milestone are hooking 2 people up with codes to download it, one on PS4, one on Xbox One. So we'll talk about how you can have a chance to win those later on.
That's right. We got some comments rolling in that people are...
I intentionally don't want the jersey, Jameson says. That's crazy. That jersey's sick.
Yeah, who wouldn't want that? This year? Right here.
This year?
Well, let's dive into it real quick. Let's talk about our recap. Feels like forever ago.
Yeah,
but let's go back to Arlington 3 recap. We had Cooper Webb, Ken Roczen, Eli Tomac, Justin Barcia, Jason Anderson, and, of course, the wild card champ, Vince Freeze.
We should have known.
It doesn't matter where you put the freaking wild card. This man is going to land there. I've learned my lesson. I'm going to put him for the wild card this week.
I'm leaning towards it, yeah.
But the real question I have right now is Cooper Webb still living rent-free in Ken Roczen's head, or was the break good for Kenny, even though he gave up the lead to Cooper in that last race? Was it good for him to have I think it was a good thing to have this break so Roczen can kind of just forget about it.
See,
we got a new stadium. We got a new venue. You think it was bad? What do you guys think? Comment below. Was it bad?
I mean, you had to sit there and sit on that for 2 weeks. I mean, it would have been nice to just come back a few days later and race.
I mean, look at this. Kenny was just not figuring it out in the sand section, and Webb does what Webb does. He just stalked him and then made his move late in the race and then pulled a little gap on him.
Well, we did our stat where after like 2/3 of the season, he doesn't win very often.
I don't know, but look at this. Okay, Jeremy McGrath nailed it. Roczen needs to freaking give him a little nudge.
I agree.
And just let him know, like, hey, I'm not going to deal with this. Because when they're going through the whoop section right here, Roczen could have shown some aggressiveness here.
Yeah.
And look at this. He's on the inside. He's right next to him. He checks up right here.
Oh, you got to stick that in there.
You got to do something right there. And then that's it. See you later. Cooper Webb goes for the win.
Notes from Sexton for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Sexton right here. Coming up, gives him the pass. I mean, and Kenny got the better of him in the heat race. Look at this. Do something like that.
It's not dirty.
How many people were just going insane when Sexton did that, though?
I mean,
all the Roczen fans were so stoked.
You forgot about it, that it was him after he struggled to get on.
It's funny. The only other rider I can think of that would struggle more would be Alex Martin, because he literally is a gnome.
No need to short shame. No need to short shame.
Ah, man. Give Kenny the Barcia jersey. Maybe it will help him.
Oh, my gosh.
Frozen Gum Bar, you have a good point there. Maybe that would be what he needs, his little Bam Bam juice going through his veins. Yeah. So, look, Daryl, he thinks it was good for Roczen to hit the reset button. I don't know.
I just feel like, I don't know, if it was me, I would want to get back out there quick.
Yeah.
So.
And Alyssa is just stoked, says you can't wait long enough to see how you can win this jersey. That's good. But look, let's check out the lap chart real quick, Kobe. Look at this here. Not the most exciting racing. I thought Tomac was going to get Webb. Then he made that mistake, which we have a video shot of that, Kobe, when Tomac jumped on the tough block. Let's see that. So, yeah, Tomac right here. I thought he had Webb number, and I thought if he got Webb that he could actually get Roczen too, and made one little mistake. And, I mean, luckily he got back by Bam Bam.
Yeah.
But
he's been making little mistakes.
yeah, his last 3 finishes are good. It's just, man, these guys are riding so good it's hard to see. But
this might be the most boring lap chart of the season, though.
there's a lot of straight lines. There's a lot of straight lines in there. I mean, Stewart, Savachi.
I mean, ANSTIE.
Yeah,
After
ANSTIE,
lap
Oldenburg,
4,
Chisholm.
it didn't change much.
Yeah, but it was a much better racetrack than what we've seen.
I've
Different
honestly
line
liked
choices.
them all. I don't know. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Lap times have been short. With this new venue coming up, though, what do you guys think? A lot of people putting Tomac right now to win because of the Atlanta track layout. Look at this thing.
I'm digging it, dude.
Yeah, look at that. It's Daytona style. I don't think it's going to get as rough as Daytona because this is more of a clay-based dirt that they're using. So it's not going to be that
clay.
Yeah, it's not going to be that soft soil that we see at Daytona. But that to me just looks like a Red Bull straight rhythm that just goes in circles. I'm stoked
it
for
looks
it.
like a huge track.
But
only a few triples.
Have you checked the forecast? They're calling for rain tomorrow.
Yeah.
They've got the track under tarps right now.
I saw they canceled free practice, so it could be a mutter. I mean, AP's got to be loving that.
Yeah, it's true. I agree. I think this track looks freaking awesome. It makes me want to go ride this track, even though I'd kill myself in the first 30 seconds. It would be cool. Yeah, if it's going to be a mutter, that could completely change things up. So
I like that.
Keep an eye on for that.
You have to mention that top,
the
the left section where it's kind of uneven.
Yeah,
you can't really, just pin it right there. You gotta really.
Well, in the section right there, that's right against
right there.
Yeah, and that section that's right against the asphalt there, that's actually slanted because that oval is slanted.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying. That's cool. I like that.
It's gonna be very interesting. I'm excited to see Tomac style track. Bam Bam for the win. He would be a good pick.
Day race too. Make sure you get your picks in early.
Yeah, it starts at what, 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock
Eastern
1 our time.
Yeah, so
qualifying's crazy early. They start qualifying there at like 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's gonna be an early one.
5:30 here. That's 4:30 in the morning for California.
Don't get caught slipping on those rollover picks.
Wait. I got one more highlight from the 250 main. Then we'll get from a 250 heat race. Look at this guy on the Kobe. Pause it right there. Look at this guy.
I wish we could pause.
We can't pause it? Oops.
Just look at the first dude closest to the camera.
Look at the guy closest to the camera. Look at his starting position. What is he looking at?
That
is the – look, I'm no start master, but I know, like, poor starting form. That just, to me, looks like, how are you going to take that and get a good
I'm not saying it's wrong. I just want to hear the strategy behind it.
No. I'm still going to send it.
I want to know what he was doing. Maybe he has
his
something
head
planned
came
out.
up like right away. I'm like, man, I know, like, hey, he would smoke me on any track any day.
Oh,
so
guaranteed. That's what I'm saying. Hey,
can't
maybe
hate,
there's
but
something behind it.
I just never seen anything like it, so it's something that stood out to me. But let's talk about look at that. Premix and Pedals is loving it. All right, let's talk about some players' stats and points here. Average points was way up.
Highest of the season, yep.
Over 57.
Yep.
126 perfect scores.
Most we've had since round 10 of last season, where we had 670 perfect scores. So
who won that race? Holy crap, 670.
It's probably a Tomac race,
and FRIESE probably got the wild card,
guaranteed.
Oh my gosh!
And second round, we've had perfect scores in a row.
Look at that, almost
we're rolling. We're going streaking.
Over 1,100 people got 5 out of 6 picks right. Yeah. Dang, really good. And look at that, 12.6 got the wild card, which is really high, which is great.
Almost half the players got 2 picks correct, so good week for most people.
Man, FRIESE and DAVALOS were the top pick for the wild card.
SEXTON really let us down, though.
Oh, no, Savachi was the most picked. SEXTON, what, for top 5? Because he's in almost 60% of people's picks?
Yep, picked more than Anderson, 3 times as much as Anderson. He did top 5, so. Marvin, though. How is Marvin only in 2% of the – I know he's been having rough rounds, but still. Only 2% are picking him in the top 5? That's crazy to me.
What? Well, yeah, look at his season so far.
Still.
We'll talk about his numbers in a minute, but I mean
10% wouldn't be as surprising.
Well,
to me, but 2?
Dude, he's been on the dirt more than he's been on 2 wheels this year, it feels
2%,
like.
2%, that's wild.
Yeah, but look, let's talk about some fun facts here. If you're a tinfoil hat kind of person, Christian's got a stat for you
They're
here.
only conspiracies till they're proven true. That's all I'm saying. But
Wait, if you guys could hear the conspiracies that Christian talks about before we film this every day, we could have a whole episode on just that.
I'm a skeptic.
Telling you right now.
But we have had a perfect score in 3 of the last 4 rounds, or in round 13. In 3 of the last 4 seasons, we've had perfect scores. I'm just saying, round 13 tends to have perfect scores.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Maybe pick conservative here. I don't know.
Here's something kind of interesting.
Don't get too risky with your picks.
If we look at the past winners of the Supercross title, and you look at how many wins they had, Tomac had 7 wins last year. Before that, Webb had 7. Anderson only won 4 races. Dungey won 3 the year before that. And then Dungey was 9, Dungey was 8. So Anderson, Dungey, I think you could say kind of like a fluke thing where they won with, not a lot of race wins.
They got a lot of help.
But if you look at this, with Tomac and Webb both winning and then Dungey with 9 and 8, if Webb wins again this weekend, it's statistically like looking at it from the past, it's got to be over, right?
The hopes for everybody is dwindling fast.
And we've come to find out that a lot of these stats, like something like that, they don't lie.
No,
just like Barsha can win the opening round of a Supercross season and might not win again.
Yeah. 7 wins could be the magic number. Most years, I don't know what it is. The points are a lot closer this year. So
Pinky Werewolf picked up on your Dumb and Dumber quote. I know that was mine, huh? Did I say that? So you're saying there's a chance?
Oh, yeah.
Finding Haley says Christian's your type of friend. Conspiracy theorist.
All
right. Well, track trends. We talked about the track a little bit. Track is massive. It has more of that Daytona style.
Yep.
Only has a couple triples. Has a sand section, 2 whoop sections. Man, I hope it. And we have 3 races here.
Somebody was saying that section I was digging got changed. So
really?
That'd be a bummer.
Maybe due to rain or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, gosh.
Hopefully it didn't change too much.
Yeah.
Dude, injuries is its own thing now.
Its own column.
We're getting later in the season, but still.
It's a bummer.
AC announced he's out for the rest of the season. Zach Osborne announced he's out for the rest of the season. McElrath, I don't know if he's going to come back for the rest of the season.
His back's got some issues.
A lot of back issues. Justin Brayton sounds like he's still out.
Benny Bloss will be back.
But Bloss is coming back.
Yeah.
Noren coming back. 7 Deuce coming back.
Yeah,
so.
I'm just bummed for AC just because he's another rider that can be up there at the front mixing it up, and he's riding. He's just getting ready for outdoors. So it's kind of a bummer.
So it looked like Osborne was too.
Yeah.
He's out there riding, but didn't want to risk. He wants to defend his championship. I don't blame him.
But they can win some serious bonus money when they get on the podium and win a race or something. So I don't know why.
I was hoping to see him up here. Hopefully he still comes to Salt Lake.
It must be team orders, in my opinion, because you're missing out on a lot of money when you're not getting top 5s or possibly getting a podium,
Or, your own health comes first. So.
All right. Well, look, let's jump into it. Let's talk about some top contenders here. We have a little chart right here. Kobe, do we have that for the screen? Boom.
Boom.
Look at this.
Homemade.
You're welcome. Christian, he made this. This is a cool little chart that just shows qualifying.
It's just all top 3 dudes. All their stats combined.
But look at that. Webb is crushing it in 4 of them.
I remember when Webb won his championship, a lot of people were saying he got it given to him.
Yeah,
he
right.
really went.
He's not the best
qualifier. You can't
qualifier.
argue with that year. You can't argue with this year.
Look, he's got the most hole shots, the best starting average, the best finishing average, and he's got 6 wins to Roczen's 3 and Tomac's 2.
And he's creeping up on laps led.
Yeah. You're going to look at that and tell me that Webb is
I'm just saying, if you have the best starting and finish average and you've been to every round, you should be leading by quite a bit. So they're honestly lucky he's not ahead by more.
What's crazy to me is Roczen has won 8 heat races.
Yeah.
That's almost every heat race he's been in.
Well, look at Webb's won more mains than he has heats. So
that's crazy.
It's interesting to me.
Oh, it's pretty cool, though. That's a cool chart. We're going to have to keep that updated.
That's crazy, too. We do have day jobs outside of this. That's what I do.
You mean you work, Christian? I thought all you do was just gather stats and talk about fantasy.
Just smooze with the riders and all that. No, we're just some normal dudes.
Oh, man. All right. Well, let's talk about top contenders. Let's start with Cooper Webb. Obviously, he has won 5 out of the last 6 races. Being that it's a mutter and it's this outdoor vibe track, Daytona-esque.
Riskier track.
Maybe he's not the number, if it's a normal, if good weather's there, I don't know how you bet against this guy, but with things how they are, maybe he's not the top pick guy. Comment right now. Who do you have? Do you have Cooper Webb to win? Who do you guys have right now?
I think Tomac is the most motivated to win at this point.
You think so?
And we've seen when he's down big, he usually wins.
Ashton G's got Roczen, Tomac, Webb, Barsha, Sexton. KTM power. I like it. Well, look, he's won 5 out of the last 6 races. You guys just saw it. He's won. He's got the best starting average. He's won the most races, the best finishing average. I mean, how do you take those stats and say, well, I got a hunch he's not going to win this weekend?
You can't.
Unless it's rain and a mutter, maybe it sways my position, but I feel like, I had Eli Tomac at first just because because of Daytona, but
the question is, when does Webb
I don't feel like this track's going to shape up like a Daytona.
Well, like if Webb loses 3 to 5 points to Roczen, is he going to freak out? Probably not.
No.
So when does he get into like just podium mode? When does he just dungy this thing out?
Well, he's only up at 15, so I don't think there's
15 over Roczen, but I mean, he's like 40 over Tomac in third, so.
Yeah.
Tomac has nothing to lose at this point.
Yeah, Ruby Xfinity brought up a good point. Have you watched the latest Red Bull Moto Spy that just dropped?
I haven't.
Webb talks about how all he wants to do is win, and then Roczen says, if I can win a title before I'm done racing, then I'm stoked. So I don't know. It's kind of different. Like the mindset's a little bit different, yeah.
For sure.
John Bork's got Tomac, Barsha, Coop, Kenny, AP7. Those are good picks. But look, Roczen's last 5 finishes are 2, 3, 6, 4, 4. And his starts have been kind of all over. He hole-shotted last week, or the last race, didn't win. Went 1, 3, 11, 7, 12. So he started 7th to worst in 3 of the last 5 rounds.
I mean, he had the best starting average by far for most of the season, and it's falling apart.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Kenny's just not a solid pick for me in first, and he's shown that even when he gets the whole shot, he gets passed.
I'm just saying, yeah, we talking about getting the whole shot, starting out front, and you still didn't win. That kind of makes me scared to pick you in first. So,
all right.
I mean, I'm not going to bet on Webb to get a bad start.
Roczen hasn't qualified more than 1 spot away from where he's qualified in the last 3 rounds.
Or finished more than 1
finished.
spot. So
right.
Where he qualifies does matter for him, it seems like.
All right, let's move on to Eli Tomac. A lot of people have him picked right now. Tomac just cruising this year, says Cody. Why did I don't know.
Kind of seems like it, or I don't know. Yeah, maybe
Roczen
the competition
or
stepped
Plessinger
up.
will win tomorrow. Tell me why you think Roczen or Plessinger. Why Plessinger?
I think AP could do it.
You think
he was close to second
He could.
in Daytona.
I mean, if he does it, no, I don't think anyone's going to be too shocked.
Not him.
But he's not a safe bet.
He's riding like he knows he should be up there now.
He's not, especially after this break where like kind of momentum has slowed down a little bit. I don't think he's a safe bet for a win. Podium, maybe.
I'm saying he goes there, sees some mullets in the crowd. It's going to pump him up.
Oh, my gosh.
It's going to pump him up.
All right, well, let's talk about Eli Tomac, though.
All right. Was he ever trying is the question.
Yes, he was.
I think so, too.
I think everyone just stepped up their game.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, I think if you took the Tomac speed of last year and years before, maybe he does better, but I just still feel like his starts have just crippled him. He hasn't hit the deck really hardly this year at all, or it's just been bad starts and then not been able to move forward.
I'm just saying, look at any sport. It's hard to repeat anything.
I know.
It's sometimes harder to do than win. A lot of people don't ever do it.
But his finishes aren't horrible. He's gone 3, 2, 8, 1, 6. His starts are 4, 2. Here's where you get it: 16, then a whole shot, and 7th. So he just the consistency that Webb does is just not. That's not going to win it for you. He's only won rounds where he's qualified 7th or 3rd. So the 2 rounds he's won, he's gotten 7th or 3rd.
There you go.
Like he's 41 points back. He's got nothing to lose. He can hang it out on the table. He's got.
But has to make up 8.2 points per round on Webb to catch up.
I mean, bad things would have to happen. So
yeah.
All right, Darren Webb. He wants a shout out for Will and Stephanie at Paradise Auto Body. You guys got it. Tomac rides smart. He also rides in 3rd to 5th. Just saying.
Yeah, he has been.
Riding
Only
smart,
one hole shot, though. Didn't even win that race this season, which is crazy.
Yeah, what race was that? I'm trying to remember. But I do remember that.
I can't remember it.
Oh, gosh. All right, well, Eli Tomac, who's got him picked to win?
I'm leaning towards it.
Are you going to do it? What if it's a mudder? Eli has historically done well in mud.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pick Tomac to win. I'm probably going to do it.
Really?
Yeah. Just putting it out there, dude. I said it.
Okay. All right, what are you guys going to do? If it is a mudder tomorrow, do you change up your picks? AP might be a really good pick.
You got to
Anytime
boost
it
him.
rains, he gets a smile on his face. He's stoked for it.
Yeah.
Tomac has won. He won San Diego in the mud. He's won other mud races. He's done well in outdoors when it was muddy. So Jacob Lambert says his wife's picking him. But
I mean, is there anyone but Tomac or Webb. Anyone's picking to win. I'm sure there's some Roczens out there, but is anyone going for like a long shot of a Plessinger or who knows, even a Marv?
If it is a mutter, any rider could win at that point.
Anderson?
Anderson.
All right. Well, we can get into the spoilers.
Well, Jacob, if that's the case, then you better listen to her advice. If she's beating you in points, and maybe Tomac is a good pick. I don't know, man.
Wives are good at fantasy, I've seen. They are good.
Barsha would be a good pick. All right, let's move it on here. Next, spoilers. Barsha's not a spoiler.
I would say he's still a spoiler.
What do you mean his last 5 finishes? He's finished in the top 5, 4 out of the last 5 rounds.
All right.
How do you call that a spoiler?
I don't actually. No, you're right. He's pretty reliable. I've been picking him in the top 5 almost every week. So.
No, his last
agree.
5 starts have been pretty good. 3, 12, 4, 8, 2. He's not qualifying very good. He's only qualified in the top 10 twice or 3 times, but
you don't have to stress
8-2. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. When you watch him qualify, though, it really some riders I watch in the qualifying, and I don't feel like it doesn't ruin my confidence for them, like a Roczen or a Webb.
Yeah.
Sometimes I watch Barsha and I'm like,
he can even look horrible in qualifying, and I don't worry too much about
he comes out and he does pretty good.
Yeah.
But look, he took 6th. Let's see. The only time in the last 6 rounds he didn't finish in the top 5 was Daytona. He got 6th there. He still hasn't won since round 1. That's awesome. And his average finish is just about 6. So look, he's a podium guy. I put Barsha in that 3rd to 5th range.
I put him in 4th to 5th.
4th to 5th?
I don't know about 3rd.
Okay, fair enough. I will not disagree with that. Well, look, let's find out from one of our good friends. His name is Colt Nichols, because we're just about to talk about Aaron Plessinger, who also rides a Yamaha. So let's get Colt on the phone.
He's had a pretty entertaining year so far.
So good. This guy is so good on a dirt bike. Let's get him on here. 327-9421.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on, Colt?
Hey, how we doing?
Dude, we're doing really good. We're just kind of doing some bench racing over here. We're actually just about to start talking about another Yamaha rider, Mr. Aaron Plessinger. But before we get to that, first of all, thank you for taking the time to call in today. It's awesome to hear from you.
Yep.
Yeah, of course, man. I love to do a little bench racing, so I'm all good with it.
I like it. And also, first of all, congrats on your season so far. I feel like we're seeing a Colt Nichols. You've shown a lot of flashes of speed in the past and shown that you had the speed to win. But this year, what changed for you? I mean, this year it just seems like you're the guy, and you're being very dominant, and you're showing that this title should be yours. So has there been anything different from the last year, the years previous, that has changed it for you?
I mean, you'd always like to think a little bit different, but I mean, for the most part, I'm still doing the same thing. I have the same program, same trainer, same team, and just more years, more experience under my belt. And, we did our training off season like a little different this year, just trying to get a little stronger, improve on some stuff we were a little weak at, but I think mainly just a mindset, just kind of being there in 2019 before. And, once you're there, you can kind of see it from that other side. I think points leader for the first 5 races that season. And I was more or less just like leaving the weekends like, oh man, we still got the points lead. It was just such a cool position to be in. Now that's not really the case. I'm leaving each weekend. I don't think about any of that. I'm just worried about the race at the time. And if I don't win, I'm upset, because I feel like I should be the guy that's winning races and doing it every weekend. So mainly just a mindset and, feeling like this championship is mine. And I'm hoping I can make it that way here in a few weeks.
Right on. And this break, has it been hard? I mean, you guys haven't raced, what has it been now, like a month and a half?
Long time.
It's been a long time. Is it hard going from a break this long and then jumping back into the racing at Salt Lake when it comes up?
Only time will tell, I guess. But for me so far, it hasn't been too bad, just because we've been so busy. We dove right into outdoor testing, and man, we just didn't really stop. And just a lot of motos, and I've already done a full season of outdoors just based on the motos that we've done so far. So we've put in a lot of work just to try to prepare for that. And then I've been on Supercross past 2 weeks now, and kind of getting our feet back wet at that again. And it's honestly been fun. We just been staying busy, but man, I'm pretty excited to go back to racing. That's for sure. There's nothing like it. And after jumping off like the first 7 rounds in 4 weeks or whatever it was, it seems so quick. And then now he has this long break. Seems like it's just dragging on. So I'm definitely ready to go back racing, though. I'm anxious.
Right on.
Sure.
Well, Christian, we have a good question for you about teammates.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people have been asking, everybody's wondering, like, how is the rivalry with you and Christian? To me, it looks like, and I think I've heard you say before, it's mostly just professional. You guys get along fine and all that. And then I want to ask, too, if you were battling with somebody for the championship, is it easier or harder if that person's your teammate? Like, would you rather be battling someone that's not your teammate or that is?
Could you be more aggressive or would you have a different – yeah, how is that?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, like, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head right there. As far as me and Christian's relationship and stuff like that, it's very professional. Like, he's a good dude, and he's been around the sport for a long time, and he's got a lot of experience. So, both of us being a little older, I think helps. I understand things as well as him, and I think that's kind of kept us out of trouble as far as throughout the first 7 races. We've been obviously very consistent, 1-2 in the points, and I think just that older kind of wisdom was kind of going through. We weren't so anxious like some of these younger riders that ended up crashing and, missing races or whatever the case may be. So it was just, I think we've been doing things really well. It's just, It is tough when it's your teammate because like you said, you want to be aggressive and you want to do what you can. But at the end of the day, I've raced Christian just as hard as I would race anybody else up until this point. So, we've definitely kept it professional, and the only thing that makes it challenging is the fact that it's not necessarily it's your teammate on the weekends, it's your teammate during the week. Yeah. Like during the week is the hard part. It's when you're trying to sharpen your skills and do things a little bit better, you have this guy right next to you that you're trying to beat, every weekend. He's just watching everything you do. So that part makes it tough, because you are trying to do what you can and improve, and as you're improving, guess what? So is he. So you're kind of right there, just kind of pushing each other along. Right. But iron sharpens iron, and I feel like that's kind of the philosophy we've had this year. And it's tough too because he's consistently so good, and he doesn't have a whole lot of weaknesses. And it's tough riding against a guy like that because he's pretty damn good every day. He doesn't really have any days that are bad. So that makes it tough. But he's good though, man. It's been good so far.
But let's be real, Colt. If it's a last round, if you're in Salt Lake and you're down by 3 points,
all bets are off,
and Christian's ahead of you, would you pull an Osborne Savachi on the last lap to get that championship?
Oh my gosh!
I just need to know.
It's for a championship, man. You'll do anything you can at that point. I really hope I don't put myself in that position where I have to do that. But dude, man, it's for a championship. You got to go for it. And but if I think we both respect each other, but it's for a shit, man. You got to do what you got to do.
But but if Christian teed you up or something, would you? I mean, I'm sure you'd be upset, but would you blame the guy at the end of the day if it was for a title?
Hey, I mean, we're racing. That's what we want to do. We both want to win, and you got to do what you got to do sometimes. So I don't want to be on that other end. I'm definitely going to avoid that at all costs. But okay, I get it. It is what it is.
The hard-hitting questions.
That was it was a good answer. I appreciate that
I like
answer.
it too. I like it. But, well, anybody who's watched you race or follows you on social media, we know you have like an unmatched style on the track and especially off the track.
Christian always notices how people dress. But you and Bogle, you got a thing going on here.
They're just pioneers in the game.
Do you guys try and one-up each other? Like, do you send pictures like, hey, what are you wearing today? And you one-up the guy?
I mean, we were trying to. In 2019, we were kind of going in a little bit.
Look at that.
Yeah, you guys were like taking pictures walking in. Bogle, I remember had like some pink sweatshirt he was wearing with some. Yeah, I don't know.
It was some style.
Yeah, I like those. I bring that back. I like that. It
added some personality.
Yeah,
I loved
personality before the races. I liked it. I think you guys should bring that back for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it was something a little different, and I thought it was fun. I mean, me and him both are big basketball guys, so they always have these walk-in fits, and now like some of the teams even get behind it, and they get like sponsors for it. So it's kind of crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was just like, dude, this would be kind of fun. Like it'd be something different, and it's a lot different than us. Like as a fan, every now and then, like even me, I follow basketball, golf, like all these sports, and a lot of times you want to see the guys without their golf apparel on or without them wearing a basketball jersey, So like to see that side of things is it's different. And that's what I kind of wanted to try to bring. And I think we did a good job of that. But yeah, it's a little harder now with COVID stuff. It makes everything kind of silly. So
it makes it different.
kind of hard to do stuff. But yeah, hard to be super swag and like this stupid mask and all that stuff. So
well,
sorry. So
as far as racing goes this year, have you enjoyed the going and doing the residencies at one track, like doing 3 races in a row, or do you prefer the old format? And what about Triple Crowns? Do you wish they'd bring those back?
I'm so on Triple Crowns. Like I don't really care one way or another. Like the original format to me is that's Supercross, so it seems just so much more normal and goes by throughout the night a little easier and things like that. Like that turnaround we have on the Triple Crown is super tight and it's a lot of racing. It's actually a lot of laps too. So I'm kind of just indifferent on that one, but I'm a big fan of the residency. I really like doing that, especially the ones that we had. I love racing in Texas. So the fact that we were at Houston was cool and it was fairly close to home. So I had some family there and then going to Indy, that dirt suited me really well. So I liked it, honestly. Like I'm a big fan of those. Maybe we can keep them in the future, but yeah, I'm a big fan of staying in one spot for a few races at least.
Nice. I like it. Well, is there anything about Supercross that you would change if you could? We kind of ask this question a lot, and sometimes we get answers that are like, no, that's good. But track-wise, is there anything about the sport that you would like to see change?
Shoot.
That's a big question.
Yes and no. I mean, it could be a big question, but I mean, Supercross is at the point where it's at just because of, the joy I think that people get from just watching racing and the unpredictability you have for the sport. That's what makes it so cool, right? And I mean, if there was a guaranteed winner, no one would really watch. The unpredictability makes it really cool. And I just want to see it grow. I want to get to a point where Supercross can be huge, and I hope we can get there. There's a million different ways you can go about doing that. And I don't think we've quite found the secret formula to do that yet, but I just, to see it keep progressing and growing and, to have these rivalries like we had in the 450 class with Ken and Coop and all this stuff, it's so good for TV and it's so entertaining and all this stuff. I think that's a huge part of helping the sport grow and get it to a whole nother level, even to where it's at now. So, just the progression. I think it's still getting there. The bikes are getting faster. The tracks are developing a little different. They're building them a little different. So it's just hard to keep up with. And, it's something that makes it kind of fun for us, even as riders and as fans. So
right on.
No, I like where it's at. I think we're going in a good direction.
One thing I was thinking about today that I love so much, and I got to give it up to Red Bull for doing their Moto Spy series. I wish they would do that for a lot more teams and just show a lot more rivalries going on within the sport. You know what I mean? Because you kind of see what's going on behind the scenes. So that's something I would like to see, is just more behind the scenes stuff of
it gets you more emotionally
what goes on during the week. What are you guys talking about after the race when you're fired up from a good result or a bad result? Like that's something I think would be cool to see, is just more behind the scenes of what's going on. But
a lot of them doing vlogs and stuff that are pretty cool, but
just that drama.
Yeah, it depends
factor
on the personality too. Yeah, I mean, it depends on who it is, and it's kind of hard to get the personalities. That's why the Red Bull thing is so cool, just because they have some of the top athletes in the sport, so they can get that perspective. Where if you're doing your own blog or vlogs or whatever the hell you're doing, it's kind of hard. It's just you. You don't see the other side or the competitors or anything. So. I think that would be cool too. Just give a little more perspective and understand kind of who you're cheering for on the weekend. So I think that'd be kind of cool too.
I think you should have a talk with Monster.
Hey, it might be that time. Yeah, it might be that time.
Well, last question for you, Cole. Are you any better friends with Cooper Webb or Ken Roczen? Like, do you know one better than the other, or do you just know both of them?
Yeah, Coop's actually my guy. I don't really know Ken that well. Okay. I've been friends with Coop since we were little guys in the amateur ranks. We raced together, each other actually a lot as amateurs, and I've actually known Coop for a really long time and still hang out with him and play golf on the weekends together and stuff like that. So I'm pretty close with Coop, and not so much Ken, but yeah, pretty close with Coop.
Right on. I mean, if you're Coop right now, I'm feeling like you're in the driver's seat. And mentally, I don't know if there's a strong.
They both carrying red plates right now.
It's true. And I hope when you guys are playing golf together, you're picking Coop's brain about that. I don't know anybody mentally tougher than Cooper Webb in the sport right now. Like that guy, it's crazy to me what he can do, even if he's in a stressful situation, or just how he manages a race and just always has the outcome he needs.
Remind me of Villapoto a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just got that kind of killer like instinct, and just really knows how to manage from the front or from the back or whatever, and he puts himself in good positions. And pretty damn good guy to learn from, really. But I've been around Coop for so long that I kind of understand how he works a little bit, and you can almost kind of predict him a little bit before, you know, certain things are going to happen. You kind of know if you know him really well. And I try to learn as much as I can. I'm a very visual learner, and to just listen to him talk, you can pick up on things. That honestly has helped me quite a bit. And it's kind of funny because he's a little younger than me, but from a racing standpoint, he's someone I've looked up to because his career kind of took off way before mine did. So it's kind of cool to sit back and watch and learn as much as I can and try to pick up on things. And I feel like I'm starting to figure it out. Obviously this year I've done really well and been able to manage races and understand kind of how this whole championship thing works. So we're figuring it out slowly but surely. Better late than never.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, when you went down, what race was that? Where
like
you had
Indy 3 or something?
Yeah, when the Indy rounds where you went down hard when you were leading, and you had to charge from the back. So that was awesome to see. Are you looking at the track this weekend? Wishing you were racing the West or the East Coast, or no, West Coast?
I did, man. Yeah. Dude, I was looking at the track map and I was blown away. I was like, wow, this looks wild. Like, it's almost hard to even fit the whole track in one picture, but dude, it looks so cool to me. Like, to me, it looks like a really fun track to ride. We'll see how it races, but I actually think it's going to race really well. Like the way they have the lane set up, you can get up next to people, then close them in on a 180 turn. That's after a long section. So I think the layout looks sick, man. I'm kind of bummed I'm not racing it, to be honest. It looks really fun, and I'm sure it'll be cool for the guys racing. Yeah, I know. 3 of them that'll be just crazy. So.
Just ask Star if they've got an extra 450 lying around.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I would love to, honestly. I think it'd be pretty damn cool. But yeah, I don't know if I can make that happen, but I'd love to.
Well, right on. Well, hey, Colt, man, we really appreciate you calling in. It's been really good talking to you. You're crushing it this year. I think everyone knew you had the speed, and then this year it just seems like you're putting it together. So we wish you the best of luck, and we're going to see you at Salt Lake in our backyard here for the last 2 rounds. So we are super pumped for that.
Yep.
Sounds good, boys. Yeah, it's always a pleasure, and we'll see you at Salt Lake.
All right, man. We'll talk soon.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you. Good guy.
I'll tell you, we got so many good dudes.
You remember we met him at A1 a couple years ago?
Yeah.
We did the interview with him.
Nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
They're all good dudes, and they're so original and just, I don't know. They got to capitalize on these personalities. So
oh, gosh.
We're lucky to have them. That's why when I see hate going on, it drives me nuts.
What, is someone commenting hate in here?
I've seen just comments and stuff like that. There's no need.
Someone asked what boy band he was from. Come on, that was kind of funny.
We did see the meme of Roczen's red plate. Bye, bye, bye.
Yeah, it's true. Webb holding Roczen like a baby. You made those.
Oh, some of them were pretty classy.
Oh, all right. Well, look, let's jump back into spoilers. We already talked about Barsha. Aaron Plessinger, this man is going to be high up in a lot of people's lists, and he should, because his last 5 finishes, he's having his best year. He's got 9.6539.
Yep.
What's crazy to me is he's only got 2 top 5s, but you know what, though? Momentum can do great things, but his starts still aren't the best.
He hasn't even needed them, though, really.
It is if you want to get on the podium again.
Yeah. But he's been doing well for those starts.
11.8.10.3. I mean, what was 3? Was that Daytona?
Was podium, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but you look at it, though, he gets a 3rd place start, he gets 3rd, but 10.8.11, he barely cracks top 5. So you've got to get a better start than that.
Yeah, but a lot of riders can't even pass 5 or 6 people in the top 10, and he is.
Well, I know.
So he just needs a start.
I'm talking fantasy points here. So.
I'm saying he did it in Daytona. This looks similar. If there's going to be weather involved, I'm moving him up to 3rd. He's who I had in mind when I wrote this, changed my mind, and accidentally put tonight instead of tomorrow. I've had a lot of people
notice that.
We're getting old. Have some patience with us.
Malcolm Stewart, he's a really good start away from getting another top 5. I can't believe this man still hasn't cracked the podium.
It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen.
I know. He's starting right around top. He's starting well into top 10. Look, 8.10.765. That's good enough. He just has to put it together. So
2 up sections.
I'll tell you what, though, if it's raining or muddy, I'm not putting him in my top 5. Like, even a less shot. He's not my top 5 right now. But
so, of all the blue bikes,
Plessinger
first. Where FERRANDIS in that mix?
I mean, FERRANDIS is down here. I mean, his last 2 finishes are 8.7. Sorry, Kobe, we're making you jump all around here. Kobe, which blue bike? Let's get you in this. Which blue bike do you think has a better shot at top 5?
No, rank these 3.
Oh, boy.
Kobe, everyone else rank them.
Given the past, just what we've seen in the past, like 4 or 5 rounds, I'd probably put Plessinger at the top.
Thank you.
And I got Stewart and FERRANDIS. I don't know. FERRANDIS, he's had just little flashes. That's what I'd call them, but just not consistent. So I don't know. Plessinger's got it for me.
So AP, Stewart, Ferrandis.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I agree, but I think Ferrandis might surprise some people this round for some reason.
Ferrandis hasn't taken the top 5 since round 2.
Yeah, but didn't he take? He was in there last round. He's been doing okay.
Okay,
Last
he's
few
not
rounds.
good enough though. His average finish is over 10, and his
Took
average
7th
start
last
is
round.
dude. And but he took 7th behind who? Super fast dudes. You got to have a start, and he's gotten terrible starts.
That's true. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting the vibes
His
out
starts
there.
are between 11 to 12. They're just not good. But look, that's that.
All right.
Let's talk about the most important pick of the week here.
Wait, we even cover Anderson?
Oh, sorry.
We
I
gotta
skipped down my
cover
list too
Anderson.
far. Okay. Anderson's been on a hot streak, if you will. 5-7-3, 7-5.
I mean, tinfoil hat. That's a pattern.
And he said he's not going to ride behind these guys anymore, and he's the one that is making aggressive passes.
I like the aggressiveness, and he just welcomes it. If they come and pay it back,
He's like,
I deserve it.
I dished it out. I'll eat it too.
I love it, dude.
Oh, man. But look, qualifying 1-7-2-5-7, but starts are just not good. If Anderson rocks a top 5 start, he's easily on the podium, I think.
I agree.
So he just needs a good start. He's finished exactly where he qualified in Daytona. He got 7th there, but since Daytona is when I feel like he's kind of like starting to step it up a little bit.
I agree.
So-
But he hasn't led laps since final round of last season. And before that, it was round 8 last
geez.
season, which is weird.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm saying podium at best. I mean, I'm a big Anderson fan, but that's just fantasy.
All right. What about Chase Sexton? Let's see. I just put Anderson in my 4th spot, says Jacob Lambert. No, Jacob Osborne is not back.
Nope. That sucks.
I have Sexton right now in my top 5.
I've been so hesitant to pick him this year. And
He
I
was
don't know
running
why.
up there in the last race, and then he crashed real bad in the sand section. He's
been smashing his face.
Dude, he's going to have no teeth left.
So much.
His
lately.
starts were good, though. 6-4, 6-4.
Yeah, starts are solid.
Yeah, he just had some rough goes at it. His
I'm
poor
thinking
face.
he's learning from these, and those are hopefully going to happen a lot less as we go.
All
so
right.
I think I'm probably going to put Sexton in there somewhere.
You think so? It's between him and Bam Bam. But Barsh has been crushing the starts, I feel like.
I mean, major pick bait, though.
Oh,
Has had a few DNFs, but his average qualifying is over 8 spots better than his average finish.
yeah. All right. Well, we had
Hold
Marvin
on.
Moon.
You got to mention. He's
What?
qualified fastest at 2 rounds, and in those 2 rounds, his average finish is 17.5.
All right.
Kind of wild.
All right. Wild card watch. Martin Davalos is the first guy that we have over here.
Your boy.
14th place this weekend. He's not my boy, but
He's your
look, his
boy.
average finish is 15.17. He's taken 15th twice and 14th this season. And look at
Okay.
his last 4, 16, 9, 10, 16. He is all over the place. Fish out of water.
I picked him for the wild card, I think, last round, and he
Dude,
really didn't come through for me.
He's just so inconsistent.
I'm kind of hesitant to pick him.
Okay. Brock Tickle. You guys comment in the section. Who do you think is going to be the wild card this week? How about Malcolm Stewart? He's always lurking around 5th to 14th. That's a good one.
Even Colby's trying to hold it together over there on that one.
Look at that. Martin is in there. I don't know. But if
Tickle, I think, is a good one.
his average finish is 14.9. He's taken 13th 3 times and 14th this season.
I mean, you got other riders out now, so starting to bump these men up.
Man, Tickle just needs to get some starts here. Look at that. He hasn't started inside the top 10 once. That ain't going to do it. So maybe he's a good 14th might not be bad.
I think it's within range.
Okay. What
else do we got?
The wild card hero,
Vince Friese.
Vince Freeze.
That's all that needs to be said.
Finding Haley. I don't know about Anstie. We'll look at his stats real quick. We have him coming up after
we
Freeze, so
got
be
his
patient
stats,
with us
yep.
here. Vince Freeze, wild card hero. He hasn't finished worse than 19th or better than 11th. So he's got about a 6-7
Speaking of
spot
range.
range there. Speaking of Malcolm Stewart, he's taken 14th twice and 15th 3 times this season. That, my friend, is a stat worth choosing.
Yeah, it's going to be hard not to pick. You're banking on something crazy happening at this point. He has a better chance of taking the wild card than Webb does of winning.
Oh, my gosh. I'm picking Freeze for the wild card. Stamp it. He's doing it. He's finished within 3 spots of where he started in the last 3 of the last 4 rounds.
Good question somebody put in. I think Rachel put this one in for us. would you be more mad if you picked him for the wild card and he didn't get it, or pick someone else and then he did get it?
Someone else.
Oh, guaranteed, yeah, because you should have been picking
You're
him.
like, yeah, the whole time you're like, why did I not put Freeze in there? If he didn't get it, he'd be like, you know what? It's all right. Freeze been a good run.
It's just like after most starts when you're
Can't
like,
win
why did I
everything.
pick Tomac to win?
Oh, yeah.
Why did I do that?
Yeah, that was a good meme you had. Speaking of memes, you don't want to miss what we're going to talk about soon. All right, Max ANSTIE.
I'm missing his number plate. I don't know where it went.
Who was asking him? Finding Haley was asking about him. Alyssa Peterson's got Freezy in there.
He's the go-to.
Max Racing Team 23 really wants us to play Martine, Kobe. Martine! Thank
We
you.
need some more drops going in.
Frickin' Freeze said with love. I like that. Max ANSTIE, his average finish is 15.4. He's taken 13th and 14th once, but he's only been in 5 races.
Mm-hmm.
He's good in the LCQ, though. When you start picking an LCQ winner, be between like him
Wild.
and A-Ray or
Yeah.
Dean Wilson.
Be a wild race. Yeah, Dean Wilson, I think, has won the most this year.
ANSTIE could be good, but not looking as good as Freeze. Benny Bloss, he's coming back.
Coming back. His 13th is his best finish this season. He has taken
Yeah.
14th before.
And he's been out for a little bit. He's just got to worry about making the night show. So 14th is a tough one for me.
It just seems like, for me, with him, it takes him a couple rounds to really get going.
True.
I've seen in the past. I'm not saying he can't, but I don't know. I'd say he's a little risky this week.
You've got Justin Bogle on here, but I'm just going to say a hard no.
I did not put Bogle on there.
Did Rachel do that? Rachel, by the way, if you're watching, helps with stats. But
I'm not going to say who did or not.
Okay, I'm not putting Bogle in there. No way. Kyle Chisholm, though. Chiz going to chiz.
Bogle's better than that.
This man right here knows how to get a wild card. Is coming off 3 back-to-back 15th place finishes. Needs a little bit better start to get a 14th.
Yeah.
Dang, that's tough. Between him and Freeze, we got a battle royale.
I mean, he's been to the LCQ 6 times this season.
Yeah, but that's nothing to stress about because all he does is freaking chiz his way out of it.
He's made it out of every one of them, yeah, no doubt. But
taken 14th once and 15th 4 times this season.
Yep. Then my sleeper this week, probably less talked about, dude, Mitchell Oldenburg. Sounds like he's going to be taking Brayton's bike. Last 2 finishes, 15-14.
Yeah.
The starts of 17-18.
Devin Aros, Bogle is going to be racing, the latest we heard.
Yeah.
Brayton for the wild card. Brayton's not racing. So Mitchell Oldenburg will be on his bike, so maybe that's a good sign for you. Yeah, he's gone 15-4. Honestly, Oldenburg would probably be a good pick.
Yeah. I'm going to watch qualifying. I'm probably going to pick whoever's qualifying around that 15th, 16th range, honestly.
Okay.
But did we even talk about Dean Wilson, Marvin Musquin? Where do you put him? Not a chance in your top five?
They're not for me, they're not a good top 5 candidate, but they're also not a wild card.
They're solid in the middle this
They're
week.
like that. They're 5th to 10th place right now.
I used to be the man back in the day.
That's true. What happened to our man Marv?
He's been having rough weeks.
He has. It's been a rough go for that man.
I mean, concussion.
Jacob
then came
Lambert,
back,
Malcolm
then
took
crashed.
14th at round 10 and 11. Are you asking or telling? Not sure. Chisholm is awesome. Loved it. All right, look. That is
Look at Travis, though. Don't know why we're talking about anyone else. We all know it's going to be Freezy.
Oh, my gosh.
If it happens, remember who told you. So.
Yeah. Brayton got hurt.
He's got some type of.
He's just banged up.
I can't remember if it was his back or shoulder or
He's had some
something.
bad
but
crashes
It's
and stuff.
lingering.
All right, well, look. We've talked about Wildcard Watch. Let's talk about prizes.
Well, you're going to lock him in? Or?
Oh, yeah, let's lock them in. You go first.
All right.
What do you got for me here?
I'm going to lock him in right now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go Eli Tomac for the win, even though I don't think I've picked him right to win in 5 years, feels like. But I'm going Eli to win. I'm going to go Justin Barcia second. Aaron Plessinger third.
Are you making
Webb
your picks
fourth.
as you do this
Yep,
right now?
I'm locking him in for sure. And then I'm going Kenny in fifth. I'm in
Kenny?
a rough track, mud, I don't know.
All right. Here I go. Cooper Webb, Eli Tomac, Ken Roczen, Jason Anderson, Justin Barcia, Kyle Chisholm. But I probably might swap him out for Freeze.
I was stressing it. I had Vince Freeze behind me.
That's right.
Just put Vince Freeze in there for
Stressing it.
now unless something crazy happens and you switch later.
Okay. I like that. Those are your picks locked in?
Yep. Tomac, Barcia, Plessinger, Webb, Roczen.
You won't leave Tomac in unless you qualify as fastest.
If he qualifies fastest, he
Then
hasn't
that
won
could change
this year.
some minds.
So
Okay.
it's going to make me, yeah, I don't know.
All
If he
right.
qualifies first, I might take him out.
Come on, Maverick 224. They're not terrible. Why are they terrible? Hey, we're going to compare points after this race. If you beat me straight up, I'll admit you were the better man this weekend.
I think he's making fun of my picks, but it's all good.
Oh, I mean Christians.
What do? Flip a coin? Probably be doing better if I was, but I don't know. I've been picking what I want more than I think.
All right, well, look, let's talk about some prizes here. As always, we have 100 weekly prizes. Kobe, throw them up for the people to see. Here we got Shoei VFX Evo helmet.
It's huge.
Magura hydraulic clutch, Bridgestone Battlecross tires, Fly Racing package. Oh, a lot of good stuff in that. Matrix Concepts, lift stand, utility can, TLD casual hookup, Bell Rays in on it with $200, Fox Comp boots, MX9 with MIPS, a Cherby spending spree, and of course, 90 RockyMountainATVMC.com gift cards.
That's right. And
okay.
These grand prizes are starting to heat up. I mean, anyone who's been
close.
playing all season, yeah.
I mean, we got 5 races left.
I mean, this is what they're competing for. Brand new KTM 450 SXF Factory Edition, a KTM 250 SX, 2 strokes.
Okay.
Dunlop tires for a year, $2,500 Rocky Mountain ATVMC spending spree. Alpine Stars Gear and Casual spending spree. Tusk Megabyte Tires Wheel Kit. Milestone Video Games, Supercross for the Game, TV and Console. Fly Racing Gear Package, Stasic, Stardom Young, and the Motion Pro Tools Prize Pack.
Jeff Gavassa said that his dog picks better than us, and I take offense.
I wonder. I saw a guy send us a Twitter video a couple years ago where he just put like Tomac and Roczen on 2 dog food bowls and then let his dog in the kitchen to see which one it went to. So I wonder if that's him.
Man.
But
right.
For the video games.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
We're gonna do the same. We're gonna do the same thing. Go into our RMFantasy Experts group, and if you get the wild card correct this round, go and comment which console you would want to win it for, and I'll go through the random numbers, and first time I land on one of those winners that got the wild card right, we'll contact you and get you a code. You can download that, start racing all your buddies online and stuff.
Okay.
So
there you go. All right, now let's do the important thing before we sign off. Let's talk about this signed official race jersey from Justin Barcia. It's a size small, so don't plan on riding in this thing unless you're a little guy. Man, these guys are small.
have you heard from the Osborne winner yet?
I sent him the jersey.
We need to check back on that.
Yeah, we need to get a photo from him.
Yeah.
Get that thing posted up on his wall. All right, here is how you have the chance to win. Man, Alyssa is stoked for this thing. How you win this jersey right here. After the races, tomorrow night, I guess afternoon even, tomorrow evening, you have a week up till the following round, so Atlanta 2, to make your favorite best meme possible.
For the season,
for the whatever, for riders.
Keep it somewhat PG.
Yeah, keep it PG, keep it fantasy related, but give us your favorite meme, and then we want you to DM that to the RMFantasySX Instagram channel, not the Rocky Mountain Instagram, but the
Make sure it goes to fantasy.
The fantasy channel on Instagram. So if you're not subscribed or if you're not following that page, do it. Create your favorite meme, submit it, and then we will go through and we're going to pick our favorite meme and we'll show which one is our favorite.
So the deadline is when picks close.
When
next
picks
round.
close for Atlanta 2.
Okay.
So you have a week to submit your favorite, and then we'll pick the winner that following week between Atlanta 2
and 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
between Atlanta 2 and 3.
gotcha.
We'll pick the winner. So we'll announce the winner basically.
Well, Atlanta
at the
2
first,
is Tuesday.
We'll announce the winner when we do our live show for the first Salt Lake round.
Okay.
That makes sense?
But Atlanta 2 is Tuesday.
Oh.
So between
Tuesday.
you have until Tuesday's picks close. So you have
No.
just a few
I'm
days.
saying go from this Saturday night's race, give them a full week.
Okay, I got you.
So they have until Atlanta 3.
Okay.
You have the full week to submit your meme, and then we'll tell who the winner is
We should
on the
probably
live
plan that
show.
a little better, huh?
It's all right. Hey, it's live.
That's how
you
it
can't
happens.
plan these things perfectly. Like we got in the chat right here, we've got the Instagram channel, so make sure you guys follow that. Also, make sure to check out the Discord. I was looking on there today. There are some really good memes.
There's some
on the
good
Discord.
memes.
Yeah,
When the
chat.
races are going on, there's good chat.
Yeah, so the
those
Discord, the memes that I saw is actually what gave me the idea to do our favorite memes. So.
Yeah. I saw Finding Haley. Zacho looked like he sent her a jersey just off to the side, and she framed it. So
Who?
good dude.
Alyssa?
No, Finding Haley.
Oh, Finding Haley got a jersey.
She didn't even have to win ours. He sent her one, so that's
pretty
cool.
lucky. Well, look, everyone that is watching, thank you so much. You guys have been here all year with us. We're stoked to do this. We're excited to give away this jersey. More importantly, we are stoked to see that Supercross is back tomorrow.
Well, we'll be back in a few days.
And like Colt said, the track looks awesome. That's right. We have a Tuesday race again. We haven't had one of those for a while, so check back with us on Monday, same time, 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time for our live show to get ready for Atlanta 2.
Hit that calendar reminder. It's still not too late, so you don't miss your picks.
That's right.
Just let you know.
Last question. When's the double points round?
Last round.
Last round, right?
Last round of Salt Lake. Yep.
Ooh. All right. Well, Christian, anything? Kobe? You guys good? From all of us here at Rocky Mountain ATVMC, the RMFantasy Experts, Chase, my man Christian, thank you so much. We wish you luck and have fun watching the races.